See, in the early days, for the first 18 months to 24 months, it was a quite small team. I think the max was at one time was about 20-25 people, that's it. Because we were iterating quite a bit in trying to figure out what's the right way to build. So first 2.5 years of Freight Tiger, we kept the costs very low, burn very low. And we were almost in a search of, I wouldn't say necessarily just product market fit, because we kind of broadly, the thing for us was to figure out among these 10 problems that you need to solve, which one to solve first, and then what role you want to play in that ecosystem. There are multiple ways. We could become a logistics service provider technically, right? Or we could only build the software piece of it. So the thought was sequencing and what role do we play. Until then, team was small, and then 2017, I think early 2017, we raised a small seed round of about 250,000 USD. And then October of 2017, we raised a small Series A, about $2.5 million. And then started to build out the team a little bit more. And because our business model happened through a little bit of iteration and it kind of evolved, we had to change our team structure quite a bit over the years, and that was tough because also it's tough for the team. So if somebody has done a particular job, then when their role changes, it's not easy for kind of everyone involved. And particularly 2019 to about early 2022 was the toughest period, because these three things that I talked about, we only started with the visibility piece. So from 2017 to 2019 was not that big a deal. You kind of do all the standard stuff you have to do, right? You build a tech team, product team, we have a customer success team, sales team. But once we moved from visibility to building this transportation management software layer, which is a far deeper involvement into the customer supply chain. And then the last thing was the demand supply, the marketplace piece, right? So you need different kind of people to build a marketplace versus you need for software. So 2019 till early 2022 was a ton of experimentation around team structure. And then there was a time when in 2021, I literally went and talked to a bunch of companies, right? I went and talked to people who were at Airbnb. I went and talked to people who were at DoorDash, just to understand what was their experience building team structures and everything. And most discussions are helpful, but you ultimately have to figure it out for your own situation, industry, where you are in the journey. So that period was probably the toughest when it came to building teams. First 2 years were fairly straightforward because you were building one type of a company. As you added layers, then you had to figure out the team structure and stuff. And then over the years, something else that happened in our business was the visibility piece was advanced quite a bit. TMS piece was starting to grow, and marketplace was very nascent until 18 months. So my biggest learning was to understand that one, how to make sure the people that you hire are okay to kind of deal with the stage of the business, and they can change and adapt as things change.